everyone, I want to do a quick video about the 10 tools that I cannot live without. Let's get started. So the first tool that pretty much I cannot live without is this nice ultra, I think they call ultra shave tool. This I believe is the 42 or 46 inch. Let me see, sometimes they run the part number. I've used this so much the part number is off of it. But they make two variations of this tool. They make a longer one. I recommend you get pretty much a short one about this length right here. Maybe the foot is about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. And then a long one and even a longer one. This acts sometimes as a whale tail in roofs or down a door. This is a very, very good tool. This has saved me a bunch of times. I have this version and I have one with a 2-inch foot too. Sometimes you can't, your tool is just sitting in there your tool is just sitting spinning, and an extra inch on the foot of the tool could give you the leverage that you need. So this tool is number 10. Number 9, and this is in no particular order, I would tell you that now. Number 9 is the Dent Dale. I have 2 lengths and 2 sizes of the Dent Dale. This tool can save you sometimes. Not only will it get to some areas that you can't get to and give you the leverage, however you want to say it, but this tool can make you a lot faster in certain dents. So this is something that I recommend if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, then it doesn't make any sense. But I recommend a lot of the attachments. The Dent Dale, you've seen it. I've used it in plenty of my videos. This is the Dent Dale. I don't know if he's gotten better with his shipping time, but these tools tend to take about a month. It's a good design, good tool. Number 8 is a hail rod. It's adjustable. I don't spend the money on a carbon one. I have used the carbon one. It is great. I just don't use this that often. So the investment is a little hard and I have to buy 5 of them. So that is a little expensive for me. So I bought this. This is actually called the Hail Hog. I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but this is actually called the Hail Hog. I believe I bought this maybe 9 years ago. It was a long time and it's done well. The 6th tool that every tech should have is a lidded board. I like the Elimident boards. They're very good. James Lee has a very good customer service. So to me that matters when you're working out in the field and you need something. These boards are a requirement for us that I tend to have all of our technicians keep 2 of them, a 14-inch and I believe a 20-inch. The lenses help me to just break up the standard lights. Sometimes I want something different. So for $20, I'll stare at this for a week and then I'll switch the lens. To me, it really doesn't matter. Some of them are brighter than the others or look better depending on your comfort, but ideally you want to be comfortable working on a repair. You want to be able to see, and that's the point of these boards. Also, a tip that when you get these boards, the nice thing about it is the battery's dead, you can actually still take the dent out. So that's a nice feature that if you put a lens on it that has the design on it, I think Brandon David does the design, you can actually repair this when your battery's dead. So that's a plus. Going back to the tools, I think this tool is great. They make one with it adjustable. It comes in handy sometimes. When we're looking for the best bang of the buck, I think is this tool. This is a Dentcraft tool. Yeah, Dentcraft. I think they're called the door hooks or J hooks. Can't remember, but the entire kit is $199. I think it comes with like 6 tools. This is the best bang for the buck tool. I've used this. I have 2 sets, lost a few. So I have 2 sets. This is my 2nd set. I've had this tool. This one I tend to always keep. This one I've had for about maybe 10 years. And it doesn't flex. I don't know if you can see that. It has no bend, no flex, and I crank on this tool. So best bang for the buck. I love this tool. And it comes with smaller ones and stuff like that. So it's the 4th one. Yeah. Okay, so the 4th one. Next up, I think you get this tool from Dent Magic. Man, I have no part numbers on any of these tools. And if any of you guys are asking where to buy these tools, I'm going to leave the link in the description below, so don't worry about that. So this is a pick tool. If you know what you're doing with PDR, or if you've been doing it for a while, or maybe you learn very quick, this pick tool can be nice. It gets nice sharp dents up. You don't have to spend that much time on them. I put a little bit of tape. The tape does, you do poke through the tape very, very easily. But with this tool, with tape, it is super, super strong. Some of the body lines on the BMWs, This is pretty much what I use for the body line on the BMWs. This tool is great. Next up, blending hammer. A lot of guys that I know probably kind of maybe don't know how to blend or don't understand blend. And I mean, they still get the job done. But you don't have to pick up this one. This is just a blending hammer that I have. I tend to collect a lot of blending hammers. It's like one of my things. My dad collects shoes, I collect blending hammers. So I have quite a few. I have maybe 15 different variations of blending hammers. You might see in my videos, but a blending hammer can save you time. And that's why this tool is in this list. This can save you so much time. What it would take, 20, 30, 40 minutes to knock down a crown, it takes 6 or 7, 10, 15 minutes to just knock down a crown. Bunch of tips, different variation tips. I don't use this tip as much. This is just there so you guys can see the blending hammer. These blending hammers will make you a lot faster if you know how to use it. Next up is the Ultra Double Bend. The part number will be below. I just call it my double bend. I guess a 42, 46 inch. Nice thing about this, and I'll tell you how old this tool is. Look at this. I'll show you how old this tool is. It's running the small little thread, and this actually breaks. I have a few that break. They Ultra is a great company. What they do now is they run the bigger stud, which when you putting some leverage behind it, you putting some power behind it, it snap off. I've never had one snap off. I think I put one so far out and then it snapped off, but I can't remember how I have one. I have a tip that pretty much has it's snapped off. But this is, they probably made this tool eight years ago, and I still have it. But I haven't upgraded to the bigger ones yet because I don't have a problem. But the way this tool works, and the reason why it's in the list, is that fitting this push caps that they sell can move some metal, and it's still enough to get some sharp dents out. So, and then sometimes I take it off and add the tape, and you almost get the pick effect. And the rounded, this is money. The nice thing, if you get the upgraded, the newer version, it's probably not new now, but the version that they've been selling for the last 5 or 6 years, you could change it to different tips. And again, that speeds up. The more metal you can move quicker, the faster the dent is going to get repaired. So the next item that I kind of like, it's the smallest item of the bunch, is these little hook tools, or whatever they call them, from Iggy Tools. These things are nice. I used to make the rings from Home Depot, kind of always lose them. I like the fact that they're green, I can find them. I tend to keep them. I don't have to reorder them. They make a bigger one too, so that works well with the hail rod that I have. But this thing right here is nice. And if you ever need more leverage, you can swing the hook. I think these are $35. Well worth the price. I haven't had one break on me. I know if you guys may have had some break on them, but the customer service, from what I hear, is great. It's just a good tool to have. They're like I said, it's green, so you can find it in your toolbox. I try to keep my toolbox organized, but sometimes you just rush in and you just got to put it down. And since they're bright green, sorry, they work quite well. All right, so the final tool that I use that I pretty much can't live without, they've changed the game, and I hope you guys can see that, but that is Mobile Tech RX. These guys, they've changed the game to the way we estimate. And I talked to a few technicians, and they say they don't really need this. They use the old method. A couple of things that I'll tell you. If you take the pictures, they're in the cloud, and as far as I know, they pretty much stay. So if a customer comes back and you're doing your pre-inspection with the car, all you do is just rescan that VIN. It tells you what estimate or what invoice that is that's attached to that car. You don't even have to think. And it'll pull up that estimate. You have to open it, but it'll pull up that estimate, and you can get all your pictures again. So anytime a customer, hey, you scratch or there's some damage, whatever the case may be, pre-inspections can save you some money and also save you some grief. The customer is already upset because they think that you did the damage to their vehicle, and just to show them that it wasn't you. And when they show the customer the picture that, hey, the scratch was there when you drove in the car, immediately their attitude changes and they're more pleasant to deal with. The fact that you show them that you actually take pre-inspection pictures changes the game too. So that's one of the things that Mobile Tech RX does that I don't think you can do it writing on a sheet of paper. It also keeps your invoicing, so that's good for some people. We don't use the invoicing system on Mobile Tech RX, but that's always good. It keeps everything organized. I can actually issue out work orders, so that is a great option for the next tech. So Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.